July 16, 1769. The mission sits on a hill overlooking San Diego City. As we enter the mission, there is a long corridor with 9 statues of the various priests who served the mission.
This is 2. This is where we're at. You go through the door, let's start the door. And you see number 3, that was Father Sarah's quarters. And 4 is the side door of the church. The church out the other side, the gardens over here, museum in the back, and a small chapel back there. And it goes around the courtyard and you come back here. Now this is a handout we give to people who have the project, since you have the mission project. And these are things that you can look for as you go through the mission. You can find them. Some of them are out in front, some of them are around the church, and some of them are in the church.
First stop
Okay,
is
here.
a gift shop that has souvenirs and the map of the mission. Once you exit the gift shop, you will enter the courtyard. The church is to your left. Father Junipero's living quarters is straight ahead. And the warehouse granaries is to the right. San Diego de Alcala had 1,794 marriages and 4,322 deaths from the years of 1791 through 1830. The church you see here was rebuilt 5 times. The first was built in 1774. It was destroyed during the 1775 raid when Father Jaime was martyred. The second church was built in 1776. It was enlarged and reinforced in 1813. All that remained of the church today are few portions of the back part of the church and the bottom of the campanario. The present church was built in 1930, following the outlines of the 1813 church. You may have noticed that the windows in this church, like most other mission churches, are high up on the wall. There are 2 main reasons for this: less stress on the windows due to the weight of the wall and better protection from attack. Back of the church is the choir loft. To the right side of the altar, you see a marble cross. This marks the burial spot of 5 Franciscan padres, including Padre Jaime, California's first Christian martyred. The candle burns constantly in honor of Father Jaime.
I'm the maintenance person here in San Diego Mission Church in Alcala, and I do the repairs around the church and painting outside and the trimming of the trees and roses and flowers and whatever.
The garden in the mission was meant to be a place for peace. The adobe cross commemorates Indians who died on this site. The statues of St. Francis is actually a wishing well. As you move through the garden, you will see the various statues and memorials. Bells were vitally important to daily life at any mission. The bells were rung at mealtimes to call the mission residents to work and to religious services, during births and funerals, to signal the approach of a ship or returning missionary. All 5 bells are rung only once a year on Sunday near 16th July, the founding date of the mission. The 3 smaller bells at the top are copies of originals. The large bell on the bottom left is an 1894 recasting of the original. The cross at the top is made from original mission timbers. Now we are at the wishing well of St. Francis Drake. In order for your wish to come true, you must toss a silver coin over your left shoulder. The goal of the missions was above all to become self-sufficient. Farming, therefore, was the most important industry of any mission. The museum includes examples of mission music and old plow. They also planted vineyards and raised cattle and sheep. The agriculture was needed not only to maintain the mission community and the nearby Indians, but was used for trade. By 1797, the mission had 50,000 acres of land growing wheat, barley, corn, beans, and vineyards of grape and vegetables at the mission. At the peak, they had 20,000 sheep, 10,000 cattle, 1,250 horses. The Indian women were trained in candle and soap making, weaving, sewing, and cooking. The Kumeyaay Indians were not friendly in the beginning. They did not want the men taking the land. The missionaries were having trouble bringing the Indians into the mission due to the soldiers' treatment. Indians slowly began to come to the mission. In 1775, several hundreds Indians attacked the mission. Father Jamie was the first priest to be martyred in California. Many people were killed and the Indians lost. Now we are in Father Junipero Serra's room. As you can see, his bed was made out of wood and string, and his storage space was to a minimum. His robe was made out of other monk robe materials, and the bark desk next to it has Father Junipero Serra. The interior of the chapel is a unique combination of Spanish and Mexican items. The stone floor comes from Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City. The altar and choir stalls along the walls come from a Spanish convent and dates to the 1600s. Thank you for watching my video and I hope you enjoyed.